Hi there everyone, welcome to this new video. Today we have the good fortune and the privilege of having exclusive early access to FN Herstal's latest pistol, the FN HiPer, which I will present in detail. For those who don't know FN Herstal, it's a company with more than 130 years of experience in the field of small arms, with customers in over 130 countries. It's also the only arms manufacturer that specifies, designs, industrializes, manufactures and distributes its range of products worldwide. Most of you will know FN Herstal through its products that are now considered legendary: the FN High Power, the FN FAL, the FN Minimi, the FN Mag 58, the FN P90, and also more recently the FN Scar and the FN Evilis. Today we will show you the FN HiPer that I have here in my hand. This pistol has new technical features that make it truly unique and which will certainly be of interest to you. You will discover all this in the video, so let's get started.
À tout de suite.
Here we are on the range. Time for us to test this pistol. As I said in my introduction to this exclusive video, I admit that I find this incredibly exciting. I'm tempted to say, let's stop talking and start shooting. The FN HiPer is optic ready. That means that the user can fit a mini red dot sight for pistols. This is taken from the FN 509. Attaching the sight is easy and intuitive. The iron sights are high enough for co-witnessing with most pistol mini red dot sights on the market, and also allow aiming with a sound suppressor. Personally, I really like the size ratio between the front and back sights, and I like the shape and size of the sights. You can see that this model has 3 white dots for contrast. They're highly visible in normal light. There will also be versions with photoluminescent dots. Acquiring and reacquiring the target is easy for rapid shots, and the sights don't give any reflections or create any distraction or obstruction when aiming. I also like the fact that the front sight is held in a dovetail slot, not screwed on, which sometimes causes the sight to come loose. That's also pretty good. As for the slide, there are grooved grip surfaces at the front and rear, which makes handling easier when checking the chamber, clearing stoppages, and for all simple and complex drills. I find the grooves well designed and not too aggressive, which avoids scraping your holster when drawing and holstering the pistol. Generally speaking, the shape and design of the slide make it very easy to handle. The slide stop lever is at the rear of the slide, making it easy to access. Personally, I found that the size and angle of the lever suit me very well. I admit that I found the magazine catch a bit of a surprise. To release the magazine, you don't press on the catch, you push it down. Quite honestly, you quickly get used to it. Most importantly, to activate the levers, both the magazine catch and the slide stop, you don't need to shift your grip to reach them, which I think will be a major plus point for many shooters. On the model that I have here, the trigger pressure is at about 2.5 kilos. The travel is a bit long. I think this has been done to avoid inadvertent firing. Despite that, with this combat pistol I can easily achieve speed times of 0.2. As you can see, the trigger guard has been well designed, which allows you to grip higher up. I mentioned in a previous video that a higher grip reduces muzzle flip. That's what is called torque in physics. The grip is incredibly well textured, which will give you a reliable hold on the pistol. I also really like the grip angle and the shape, which fits my hand perfectly. You can easily adapt the grip shape using different grip covers. There are two cutouts at the bottom that let you grab the magazine and pull it out if it doesn't drop free. And finally, at the front you have a Picatinny rail to attach lights or lasers. On the magazine you have a clearly visible indication for the number of rounds and a green magazine follower. There, now you have my first impressions of the pistol. Obviously, I haven't been able to tell you about all the technology and the specifications of the FN HiPer. For that, we'll talk with Kevin, an FN technical expert specialized in promotional activities, so follow me. Hi Kevin.
Hello Johan.
Thanks for the warm welcome.
It is a pleasure.
Listen, as I said earlier, it really is a pleasure and an honor to be granted exclusive early access to the FN HiPer. I have so many questions about this pistol, but let's start at the beginning. Why this name? Where does HiPer come from?
Firstly, because we have developed an outstanding product, so you have high performance, and secondly, as a tribute to the FN pistol that was an absolute legend worldwide, the FN HiPower.
Ah yes, for those who are watching, if you don't know the famous FN HiPower, check it out on internet. It is considered to be one of FN Herstal's most iconic guns.
That's true.
So now I have a question that may seem very basic, but what's so special? What makes the FN HiPer so different?
Here we have concentrated on innovation, both technical and ergonomic. In fact, we have registered a number of patents.
So, this may seem like an odd question, but if someone comes up to Kevin and asks if the FN HiPer is any good, what would be your answer?
That test results have been excellent, the requirements of the design specifications have been met, and even exceeded, for example, the part life of critical components.
It's true that when I hear design specifications, I think simply of a few thousand rounds fired on a range to test for endurance. But what really interests me is the operational side, because the user will be deployed in the field, maybe overseas where there is mud or sand. Have you tested for this?
Yes, of course. The pistol has been tested in extreme conditions, not only sand and mud, as you mentioned, but also dry, that's unlubricated, which is difficult for handguns.
Is that why I can see that the slide is so close to the frame? There is almost no visible gap between them. Was this a conscious design choice for that reason?
You're quite right. The fact that there is no gap between the slide and the frame partly explains the excellent results in adverse conditions. Now that you have fired a good number of rounds with the pistol, what do you think of it?
Well, let me say I did quite a few tests, as was shown just now, and there are several things I could mention. One thing that really stands out for me personally is that when I tested for speed and rapid shots, the muzzle rise is incredibly well controlled. I found target acquisition and especially reacquisition with the sights in dynamic shooting is made much easier, so did you do something specific to achieve this?
Yes, here we worked on the various factors that affect the movement of the pistol. This includes the position of the hand in relation to the barrel axis, the balance, and also the grip angle. An interesting fact is that we had a lot of shooters test different grip angles, and this one, which was preferred, is the same as on the FN HiPower.
That's amazing.
And what do you think of the magazine catch?
I found it a bit strange. I admit that when I started, it was different. I have never seen this on any other pistol. However, I liked it because I was able to use the magazine catch without shifting my grip.
It's quite an innovation. We have an ergonomic solution that solves the problems of catches that are pushed from the side. That is, that you must shift your grip, as you said, and also that they can be accidentally activated.
And I noticed that the two magazine catches act independently.
That's right. If you activate the catch on the left, the one on the right doesn't move, and vice versa.
By now, everyone watching is wondering when we're going to disassemble this pistol, so why don't we take a look at what's under the hood?
Good idea.
Let's go! So, during the disassembly, one thing struck me immediately. That is that you don't need to press the trigger while disassembling?
You're right. To make disassembly safer, it's not necessary to press the trigger to remove the slide. And what's more, you can't disassemble it if the magazine is still in the gun.
Not bad, so that further improves user safety. Tell me, I'm asking because I found this part unusual. Are these the firing pin springs that I see here? I noticed that there are two of them. Is there a particular reason for that?
Yes. We have used an innovative design, a firing mechanism with two springs, which will fire all types of cartridges, civilian or military, without the need to modify the spring or the firing pin.
So we have discussed the slide. Now what about the frame? Are there any other innovations to be found there?
Certainly. Inside the frame, there is a single module with both front and rear guide rails for the slide, which ensures optimal guidance for the slide.
All these innovations on this pistol are really impressive. Honestly, I personally have never seen anything like it. It's outstanding. Well done.
Well, Johan, I'm really pleased that you like the FN HiPer. As you know, innovation is part of FN Herstal's DNA. And with this pistol, we have again proved our skill as a gun maker by creating real benefits for the user.
Many thanks, Kevin. Well, Kevin, I'm very grateful for all these technical details that I didn't know about. I'm more of a user and shooter, so it has been a huge help talking to a technical expert like you. Again,
and my thanks to you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and that it makes you want to check out the FN HiPer in more detail. You will be able to see this pistol if you visit the Eurosatory show at Paris, Villepinte. I'll be there on Tuesday the 14th. Personally, based on its design and the results from extensive tests during development, I think that this pistol is perfect for use by the military and law enforcement. Finally, to end this video, I and the team from Lara Tactical would like to thank FN Herstal for hosting us, for their confidence in us, and the opportunity to review the FN HiPer. So now, goodbye to you all, hoping to see you again soon for another video. Ciao!
À très bientôt pour une prochaine vidéo. Ciao.